Hi guys! So I'm Monica, I'm an intern at Leaderonomics, and today is a bit different. We're going to do a video call interview instead. Here we have Dr. Wo from Sunway University. Hi Dr. Wo. Alright, so I'm just going to ask you a few questions about internships and interns and stuff like that. So have you ever worked with an intern before?
Yes, I worked with the intern before. I was in a special needs education center. Mm-hmm. It's a center run by a church. So while I was working, there's I think about 3 interns from UCSI University that time. They're from psychology, so they're also intern as a teacher assistant. So one of the interns was in my class, so she's helping me out. He is a he. Yeah.
Cool. What was the experience like? Maybe you could describe the experience of working with an intern in one word.
Well, in one word that would be quite difficult. So
more than one word.
Maybe I think to describe him is childlike. Okay, he's very childlike. If let's say for him, as a teacher assistant, he might be inexperienced in one word. Yeah, but that time I was still that was my second job after my graduation. So I was quite new also. I was a teacher there for a few months. Then he came and worked under me. So I was treating him as like a peers instead of an intern. Yeah. But in fact, because of different experience and university experience, I found that he's very inexperienced in that way. Because in his course, he actually didn't study much about special education. Yeah. So that was my experience with him. I was quite I actually had to guide him quite a bit. Yeah.
Do you feel like after the internship experience, that particular intern that you guided, do you feel like he has grown after the internship experience?
I think he's more like scared of me because I was quite strict to him after knowing that he didn't know much of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he actually learned more about common learning disabilities, and he actually become quite skillful after the internship. But I wasn't sure because some of the teachers will also take him as in his class. So yeah, but for me, I think I quite like him. The personality that he has. Actually, what I'm hoping for is like very, very playful with all the kids. I think learning should be very fun. At some point I feel that I'm less flexible in that way. Maybe as a teacher, you will definitely focus more on the student progress, whether they're behaving. But I really like being very carefree and really play around quite a bit with the kids, which I really like the part of him. Although sometimes you may feel that he should do this, he should do that. But I feel like making the rapport or the connection with the kids are actually more important. That's what I learned from him actually. To be more playful, and less serious. Yeah.
Nice, very well said.
Yeah.
So, I heard that you were also an intern before you were a lecturer in Sunway. Tell me about that. How was that like?
I graduated from Sunway psychology. So at that time, our department has a clinic. I'm not too sure how it works or how we call that, but our HOD that time was Dr. Teo. He is a clinical psychologist. And in our department, we also have another clinical psychologist called Miss Chong. I think now it's Dr. Chong already. So they run a clinic after office hour. It's a child clinic. So me and another friend actually work under them, and we call ourselves health intern. Yeah, so basically like an assistant to the clinical psychologist. Yeah, it's actually very, very, very fun, and we learn a lot from the 2 psychologists. Yeah.
What are some of your wow moments during your internship? Like something that's very memorable. Maybe it was a challenging task.
The first day, what I have to do with my friends was clean all the toys. We have to go to the toilet and wash all the toys, dry them. This is a task where, I have to clean the toy. Then you realize that toy is actually a instrument, like a questionnaire or a assessment tool. You know, then we slowly realize that we do a lot. I mean, I thought that we are interns, so we do all the dirty
intern jobs.
Yeah, intern job. But actually, it's very, very important. So basically, what I remember is we have two roles because me and my friends, also my classmate. Okay, she's now she's a principal, I think, in a special education center in Kuching now. So she's quite famous now in Kuching. So we actually take turn. So what I learned that if for working with children and parents, we don't. It's good that we work in pairs for clinical psychologists. So one will observe the kids, another psychologist will actually interview the parents. So me and my friend actually take turns. So the wow experience is I remember I actually tell a lot of my students in class as well. So there's one of the sessions the kids actually play with us. I can't remember a girl or a boy. Very obedient, follow all the instruction. We quite good. And then when the parents came out from the interview room, he straight away throw the toy and start throwing tantrum. It's just a split second. So that really amazed me, where kids sometimes just behave differently in front of parents. So we actually know why after that, because he wants attention from the parents. So after this experience, whichever parents come to me and complain that my child has problem, and I think my child have to see a doctor, then I will always ask them a few questions. How's your child like in front of you, in front of grandparents, or in front of teacher? I think with this just one question enough to tell a lot of things already. So whether it's your child really has disabilities or they are just want attention. So this is a very good, wow experience for me during that time. Yeah.
Would you say that that experience helped with your future task that you took on?
Yeah, I mean, I am who I am now because of this job actually. I wanted to be a clinical psychologist. I mean, this is really common for all psychology students, right? They want to be a clinical psychologist. But I know that I'm really more passionate about special education, especially in the field of learning disabilities. So me and my friend actually she's now a principal of a center, while I actually did a PhD in children with epilepsy. So now I'm actually back to the university to hope to actually, train more fresh graduates. And also because the intern that I had during my second job that I mentioned, the boy, because in his course, I think he didn't, I don't know whether he didn't pay attention or what, but he just, she's in the center in the class, but he doesn't really have the knowledge. So actually I come back to the university and hope that, bring more awareness to the fresh grad, like what you really need to do. This is not a job. I mean, when you want to go to a child center to gain experience, it's not about gaining experience, but you must be very responsible because you may influence the child within that 3 months. So that's very important. Not take it so lightly, I must say.
What are some challenges you faced as an intern during being a health intern?
Being a health intern is no pay. I think that's one challenge. There's no pay, and we sometimes have to work quite late. I mean, for someone who never worked before, like pampered child, so that was a challenge to me. And I think I remember one of the comments from my supervisor say that I do not have a poker face, where I will always show my emotion. I remember there's once that the parents really, really telling a lot of story during the interview. Normally the interview was about 1 hour, but the interview took about 2.5, and it's evening. I'm very hungry. I was so impatient. I was really like, can you just stop? But you thought that you're very professional, right? But in the sessions, I think I have a lot of body language telling that, can you stop? So I think that's the challenge that I had, where I need to learn to be more professional in a way. Must be more professional. That's one of the challenge for myself. But otherwise, like the job they're given, from the two psychologists given to me, writing report, doing assessment, it's not very a challenge to me, but how I view myself and how I present myself is actually a challenge.
Do you feel like you overcame that challenge after so many years?
I think must have improved a bit. Alright, must have improved, but I still feel that maybe that's why I don't really work well in a corporate, because you need to be really professional. Because when I see my friends in the corporate world, they're really professional. Like I like to play, I like to joke around. But for them, maybe I'm less professional. But I think I'm better. Yeah, I'm better.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's all the questions we have for you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so
No
much for
problem.
joining us.
I'm so glad to share my experience.
Yeah, it has been very
Okay.
insightful. Thank you so much, Dr. Wo.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Bye.